Hey everyone, it's Jen Shirkus, and I'm excited to share with you my very first video tutorial. This card is part of the Very Fawny Holiday Week over on the Lawn Fawn blog. So here is the card that I designed using the winter gift set and also the Tag You're It dies that coordinate with it. You can see the supplies here that I used to create the card. I used the 12 by 12 Peace, Love, and Joy papers from Lawn Fawn. It's great because they're double-sided, so I incorporated all the patterns on this card. You could also use the 6 by 6 pad if that's what you prefer. I used the Bannerific dies and set, and then, like I said, the Winter Gifts and Tag You're It dies. I also incorporated some of the fun sequins, one of my favorite May Arts ribbons, just a couple Copic markers, and just a couple ink pads as well. So I started by die cutting all of my tags. I have the Big Shot Express, which is great prepping for my classes because I can cut multiple sheets at once. And then I took out the banner die from Bannerific and stamped that on paper. I used a Memento ink pad because I had plans of using some of my Copic markers around it. Next, I'm going to stamp the sentiment, and I didn't want to use the full Merry Christmas sentiment. I just wanted it to say Merry Merry, so I'm going to show you how I did that. I put the stamp on the block and then took a Post-it note and covered the word Christmas so that when I inked up the word Merry, none of the ink went on that Christmas word. I used the punch chalk ink from Hero Arts, inked it up, took the Post-it note off, and positioned my stamp, and then did it again. I went a little too far to the right on my first Mary, but it ends up working out fine once you get the whole card together. As I teach you guys in my classes, nobody sees the little imperfections that you might notice. So now I'm going to stamp the holly stamp. This came with the winter gift set. I stamped a couple of them because I wasn't sure how many I was going to use. I only ended up using one, but it never hurts to stamp a couple extra in case you mess up coloring or don't cut it out right or lose it, which that happens a lot when I'm dealing with smaller images. So now I'm going to color in the holly with my Copic markers. I used BOO, YG17, and RV29. I still use the Copic originals. I've been using those um, since the beginning with back in my Amuse days. I like that they have a small bullet tip on one end. That way I can really control where I'm coloring. And the colors that I use the most, I put brush tips in replace of the broad tip. So it's just like a sketch marker. I outline the holly in the BOO, and then I also use some of the BOO on the banner as well. Now I'm going to use my Quickie glue pen and my ultrafine glitter. This is a staple on most of my cards. And I'm just going to add a little bit of glitter here and there on the banner and on the holly. Now I am going to use the die set for Bannerific and cut the banner out. I love having the coordinating dies. It just makes the cuts look really nice and professional, and it's a lot easier than cutting them out yourself. I use a little piece of washi tape to hold my die in place so it won't move when I put it through the big shot. Just have to be gentle tearing it so that you don't rip the paper. You can see the cute little bling on there. Now I have my tags and my coordinating fasteners. So I'm gonna, or sorry, reinforcements. So I'm gonna add those on there. I love this little finish touch, and it is really nice to be able to mix the patterns. Now, what's great about the winter gift set is that it has the tags that match up with the dies. So I'm going to stamp the pattern of that tag onto the pattern paper tags. In this case, I'm going to go to my trusty VersaFine black ink pad. This is my favorite ink pad. I use it for everything unless I'm using Copic markers. And because I won't be doing any coloring on these tags, this will work out really nice. Just gives a really nice crisp stamp. Now I'm going to use the May Arts ribbon and just tie a little bit of ribbon at the end of each tag. I rarely do bows, so I like to find ribbon that looks cute when you just do a knot. And this May Arts sheer polka dot ribbon is one of my favorites. It comes in a bunch of different colors as well. So now I have all my tags ready to go, and I'm going to start to place them on the card and, see how I want them laid out on there. This note card is a memory box note card. They are my favorite note cards. I love the weight of the cardstock and the color choices that they have. I'm adhering the tags at varying lengths so that, they look different and kind of have some movement across the card. And then just flip the card over and trim along the top. I'm going to take my banner, figure out where I want that, and foam tape that to the card. And then because the holly is really small, I'm just going to use a little bit of glossy accents to attach that to the banner. Of course, my glossy accents was clogged, so I always have a pin nearby to be able to declog it. Doesn't happen as much with the baby glossy accents, so stick the holly down. And now I'm going to add just a sprinkle of some of the Lawn Fawn sequins. These are great because they coordinate with the papers and I don't have to worry about finding matching ones. I like to put the glossy accents down on the card first where I want my sequins to go and then place the sequins into that spot. I'm just realizing some of my ribbon ends are a little too long, so I'm just going to trim some of those up now that they're on the card and I can see. And here you go. I have a Merry Merry holiday card featuring winter gift set from Lawn Fawn. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I plan on making a lot more. And let me know what you think and what kind of things you would like to see in the next video. And as always, visit me at shirkus.com. Have a great day.